Previously on Fool's Gold.
Oh, you gotta keep going. So far, things have been really slow. Hang on, whoa, 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 whoa. We're never gonna make any gold at all at this pace. Like, no, we're not gonna do any. We're nowhere near getting the gold flowing. I'd like to fill one of these jars. I don't know what we're gonna do to fix it. Now it's time to kick things in high gear, but something has to be done real quick. Our goal for the year is 100 ounces, and we're way behind right now, so we've got to make some changes. It's got to run like an assembly line. Production's behind, guys. This is our concentrate. We don't have enough of it. We obviously need a lot more. We have to be up to here to make money, so we got to have a night shift to catch up on things.
Night shift?
Yep. Basically, adding the night shift is, it's not going to double the gold, but it's definitely going to add to the gold count.
Are you going to be working with us on night shifts? Or...
No, I'm not going to work the night shift.
Hey, you know the old saying, if it ain't broke, meddle with it till it is.
Night shift is a necessity. I'm sure the guys aren't going to be happy about it, but that's what we got to do here.
Working like a rented mule out here as it is.
I think this is we work hard enough during the day with all of us out here.
Sometimes you bring the glove, and sometimes you bring the hammer. All right, you guys. Gold, 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 gold.
The night shift is the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
The decision to add a night shift spells big changes to the Straw Lake operation. So Todd hits the open road to clear his mind.
I love my bike. I like to ride, so whenever it's nice, I like to get out. It's definitely a good stress reliever. It helps me collect my thoughts. One of the main things about being a boss is making decisions and standing by those decisions. You've got to try different things in business. You've got to do whatever it takes to make the operation work better. And I think the night shift is going to help.
But before Todd can put his night shift theory to the test, he needs to decide who he's moving off of day duty.
I don't think anyone's going to volunteer for the night shift. I'm definitely going to have to force a couple people to do it.
Night shift would basically destroy the social life here. We'd never see each other besides the guy that you're on your shift with, and that could get annoying quick.
Why do you think he's writing on that notepad for?
Taking notes to see who's working harder.
This is pretty stupid.
Maybe he's just evaluating us or whatever to see what jobs we should be doing.
I think Todd watches too much TV.
Nice!
I personally don't think Todd was writing anything on that clipboard.
That's part of his act. That's his persona for the day. He could be trying to figure out Sudoku. He could be writing poetry. You know, he could be playing tic-tac-toe in there for all I know.
I hate working when my boss is watching.
It's about as productive as turtles. Why these guys don't work harder to make me rich, I'll never understand.
With the workday done, Todd calls a meeting to announce his decision.
Nobody's gonna want to work the night shift, but sacrifices have to be made for the good of the operation. We need somebody to volunteer to work the night shift, you guys. No, you ain't. Anybody?
There's no way. Good sleep's pretty important. Not that I'm getting old, but I'm a lot older than those young guys.
Where's Raj?
I don't want to work at nighttime, but I think if we get the right guys working that night shift, this might work.
Unless somebody's gonna sacrifice for the greater good of the team here, then I'm gonna have to decide.
We just put in a whole day, though.
It's not ideal, but what are you gonna do? We have to produce gold to get money.
If he asked me to go on the night shift, I think my answer would have to be, not gonna do it.
So no one wants to volunteer for this? Okay, then I'll decide. If the guys can't make up their mind, I'm gonna make it up for them. Matt, you and your partner, Mikey, there, you two are working the night shift. End of story.
Todd loves being in power control and tell you what to do. It's weird. He's weird.
We gotta start this tonight.
You'd think you'd start the night shift the day after, at least.
You know, at least have a can of beans and sit for a bit.
Yeah, you can have a can of beans.
I hate beans.
Bill Gates used to put his laziest person on the most important job, And it was because he wanted to find a way to make that job easier, and that lazy person would do that. I mean, maybe Matt and Mike are gonna find the smartest, simplest way to run that night shift.
Night shift.
I think a little part of me just died.
As if we got night shift.
I worked night shift before, so it shouldn't be too bad, but it'll suck here, I think.
All night of work after all day of work.
Spruce bugs are thick, though.
Mosquito.
Why would you do that?
Okay, enough. Any gold yet?
It's a pain in the ass running that thing at night.
The flies. Oh, I'm almost done this bucket. Do we have any other stuff?
No, I don't know.
We finished all the material we had to put through the shaker table.
There's this, but it has to go through the hammer mill. Other than that, I don't see anything else.
We're gonna have to fire up the hammer mill. If they want us working down here, we have to work, and that's what we need. I haven't worked the hammer mill in the daytime, so us starting to work the hammer mill at night was a freaky experience. I don't know about this, Matt.
I don't think Mike's afraid of the dark, but he is skittish.
I'm terrified of that machine. You never know what's gonna happen with it.
Put it in! Hey! What the are you guys doing? I can't sleep with that thing running, man.
What are we supposed to do besides?
No, just shut it down anyways.
I knew the night shift was a bad idea from the get-go. I have a hard enough time sleeping as it is without those two making all that racket. I don't like it.
What the are we supposed to do, Grizz? We can't do the shaker table. They won't let us run this thing.
Well,
either.
let's take that up with Todd, but if that thing starts up again, boy, you don't want to wake a sleeping bear.
I don't know what we can do other than maybe go slug back some pints.
Matt's been one of my best friends since we were knee-high to a friggin' grasshopper. I met him in kindergarten when we were like 4 years old.
You made us still half full of beer.
Matt spoke fluent French when he was young, so it was hard to get to know him. After that, we just became best friends our whole lives.
I was just too bloated and I had to let some beer out. Me and Mike are gonna be friends for the rest of our lives. I know that for a fact. Whether he likes it or not, it's gonna happen. Better get used to my phone calls.
I love you, man.
Love you too.
With the first night shift officially over, the rest of the team is getting back to the daytime grind.
We didn't see Mike and Matt this morning at shift change.
Oh, for sakes. Look it.
The whole place was trashed.
It's like a party to me, not work. You gotta be me. Look at this mess.
I've been to a rave before, and it looked like there was a rave down on the foundation.
Look at the shaker table. Wait till Todd sees that.
They're
Buckets everywhere. Nothing's marked, nothing's labeled.
The only load they left for us was a load of empties. He's gonna lose it.
How'd the night shift go?
not good.
Did they get any gold?
I don't know if they did. I don't know where it is. Nothing's labeled, nothing's marked.
Well, this is not good. I wasn't very happy to see the foundation messed up like that. I especially wasn't happy to see that they had drank in some of my beer.
Looks like they found a vein of aluminum, Todd. Thought we were mining gold.
That just proves me right there. The night shift was a bad idea. What are they gonna do? It's nighttime. That's what young kids do. They drink.
Okay, well, pack up these lights. They can work at that trauma all night.
Moving the night shift to the trauma is not gonna solve one thing. Nothing.
I'd like to see a little old-fashioned payback.
They're not gonna get away with this.
I'm gonna give these boys the Mount Everest of tailing. They're gonna wanna quit.
Wow, that's a lot of dirt, brother.
Santa Grizz left his little elves a little Christmas present down there at the bottom of the hill, so I hope they enjoy it.
Before the second night shift begins, Matt and Mikey are summoned to Todd's office for a talk with the boss.
We really need this night shift to work. We've got to produce gold here. They obviously didn't take it very serious, and I'm not too happy with that. All right. let's maybe cut back on the drinking on the job site. You know, it gets a little out of hand.
Sorry, just in a nighttime ritual drinking.
Not while you're working. Guys, we gotta get gold here.
I understand.
I get why Todd would be upset, but it's Todd's fault for leaving us unsupervised.
You guys are on the trommel tonight, so get down there and start working.
Yeah, the truth is, Todd, night shift's a pain. Like, we want to be working days, like, with the boys and everything. Like,
Let's face it, it's not fun working at night, so I thought I'd give the guys a little incentive. I tell you what, go down and work hard tonight. You can ride my motorcycle anytime you want.
nice.
As far as bonuses go, this one's awesome.
I would honestly do anything to drive that bike.
Todd needs us to have a good shift out there. We gotta give her.
Okay?
That's the deal.
Go do what it takes to get it done.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Good.
Todd.
All right.
We need gold, and that's what we need. So I'm super excited to get through those tailings. What the f is that? Holy sh! Merry Christmas. Present.
It's the biggest pile of tailings I've ever seen.
This is gonna take us forever. We have to haul everything up the hill, so hope they don't expect us to get her done tonight.
Have you made a dent in that thing yet?
A little bit.
Matt and Mikey will have to put the giant pile of tailings through the trommel and then move the best material to the base of the zip line for transport to the hammer mill.
It was taking us way too long, and especially walking the buckets up the hill in that mud. 150 pounds you're bringing up there.
Very
heavy. We can't do this all night. No, it doesn't work. It's way too tough.
I think the night shift's a good idea for production, but there has got to be a better way, because this way sucks.
Well, I'm not doing that all night.
Why wouldn't Jimmy build the zip line that came all the way down here instead of just up to the tree?
Let's just grab that bridge. Then we don't have to slip in this mud. We can just push it right up.
Yeah, okay, well, let's do it then.
Currently, material is carried up the hill to the zip line and then pushed across the bridge to the foundation. So if the boys could somehow find a way to run a cart up the hill instead, material could run more smoothly from the trommel to the zip line, and Matt and Mikey could avoid having to haul the buckets up by hand.
Me and Matt came up with the idea to steal the bridge that Jimmy made.
Is this actually a good idea?
I don't know how it isn't.
Jimmy's definitely gonna be pissed, but he'll see where we're coming from, I think.
I'm not having second thoughts at all. I know Jimmy's a big guy, but it's got to be done. Sometimes, if you really want something, you just got to take it.
Long live night shift.
Okay, let's tear this piece of work down.
All right. Woo! Nice! That was mint.
Right.
They shouldn't have put us down there for night shift, and you wouldn't have had to deal with this. We'll just drag her down, build the system down there.
Let's get this over there.
Night shift's got to do what night shift's got to do. Nice!
Is this what I think it is? Yeah, it's your cart system. They tore it apart, man.
You know, when I first seen the Young Bucks tore down that bridge that I built, I was none too pleased.
The rest of it's over by the trommel. Are you kidding me?
For those young guys to pull that move, that's pretty ballsy, you know, without asking me first. They should know better.
I'm not happy.
Seeing it unfinished, they gotta follow through. Like, you can't just do a half a job and go to bed. I was more mad about that. It's time to straighten these young guys out.
Get up, fellas. Come on out here.
No.
Time to go to work.
No.
Yeah!
Barrels in there screaming at us to get up.
We got some fixing to do on that track system down there.
We just went to bed.
They were trying to play me off a little bit, like maybe we drag our feet, he'll leave us alone. That wasn't happening.
Let's go, fellas. Pitter patter.
Days have 28 hours. Let's go get this garbage over with.
With Matt and Mikey up and at 'em, Jimmy leads them back to the scene of the crime.
I guess Jimmy's just trying to teach us a lesson by making us come down and finish our job.
It's actually not that bad.
After I cooled off a bit, I was actually impressed with them. It actually made sense. It'll be functional.
We do need something to get the pails up there. It's gonna help make buckets getting to the top of the hill a lot easier. Well, we got two things to do. First, we gotta get this bridge done, get the cart system up there, and then we gotta find some sort of motor to power this thing.
Jimmy said he needed a motor. I knew where I could kind of get one.
You guys are gonna finish what you started. That's how things work. Let's get this done.
There's not much worse than hard labor when you don't have any sleep. It felt good to do it.
What are you gonna do? Gotta get her done.
Matt and Mikey have both come a long way since last year. They've grown up a lot.
Stick your eyeball down there and look up and get this straight so the cart's not banging off the sides. We might have to repurpose the old trauma motor and steal some parts from other things, but hey, that's a daily thing up here at Straw Lake.
The new track will bring material up to the zip line. From there, the boys are replacing the bridge with a cable system that brings material down to the foundation using gravity.
We got the track set up. It's ready to go, but we still got to find a motor to make it work. At least we're heading in the right direction this time.
While Jimmy, Matt, and Mikey finish off the track, Grizz is solving the motor problem in a way only Grizz can.
Todd says we all have to make sacrifices, so it's his turn to sacrifice. Speed is everything in production.
What are you doing on that thing?
You wanted a motor?
Well, that'll do. Todd knows you have this, I'm sure?
No. I'll have to take my lumps, I guess.
If that bike is a motor, it'll be a lot more efficient.
You can go up to 90 miles an hour in first gear, so you can bring up the material pretty damn quick with that thing.
I'm excited to see this thing work, actually.
Todd's gonna absolutely lose it when he sees what I use that bike for.
It's gonna be the fastest bucket mover anyone's ever seen.
No.
At day's end, Todd pays Raj a visit on the foundation to check in on the progress of the operation.
Hey, Raj.
What are you up to?
Hunting. How's it going here?
Going good. Got a nice line of gold along the top there.
Good, nice.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah.
Incoming! So, oh, heads up, Toad.
What the hell is that?
That's the new system. They're using it from the trommel up to the top, and then now this.
The repurposed bridge and new zip line means the operation is fully connected, from the trommel to the foundation.
This is excellent. See, I knew that night shift was a good idea. I'm an innovator, so it's good to see that it's rubbing off on the crew. I told you the night shift was a good idea.
I still hate the night shift.
Based on what they did with the zip line, I can't wait to see what they did on the other side. Are you kidding me?
You said we all gotta make sacrifices, so I guess I sacrificed your bike. There's no use for a street bike like that around here anyways. What, you're in the middle of the bush.
Well, does it work?
Put it in gear.
After seeing how well it worked, I was quite impressed. I'm still a little pissed off that you used my motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, I understand that, but it works. Anyways.
You know, I had to basically sacrifice my bike. I don't mind taking one for the team there. I just stole it from my brother, so I don't think he's gonna miss it. This week we got about 4 ounces of gold.
The week's haul brings the boys' total up to 11 ounces.
It's slightly better than it was last week, but it's still not what I was expecting. You know, the night shift, it didn't work out that good.
What the f are you guys doing?
Are you f***ing kidding me? But I'm pretty forgiving when it comes to me making mistakes. No more night shift.
I see that.
The night shift had its good and its bad points, but we didn't get much gold, so we have no other choice but to go back to just a full-time day shift. Hey, you guys wanted to ride my motorcycle?
Yeah.
Well, it's down at the trommel. You guys can ride it all day.
Nice.
Can't wait to take the bike out for rips and see what Todd's reaction is like when we get it all dirty.
Take first.
Good luck to him.
Oh, holy f***. It's hooked up to the cart.
Ride it all day. That means work all day.
That's what he meant.
I was looking forward to messing up that bike.
Well, you can have first ride. I don't even want to turn.
Thanks, man.
Good one.
Perfectly good bike. Put the